my God, I forgot my cat. I don't even know what that world could even look like.
Hey crew, and welcome back to Trenches. I'm your host, Milan Therese. On this show, we have unfiltered conversations with entrepreneurs in the messy middle. We dig into the experiments, defining decisions, disasters, pivots, and breakthroughs that shaped their companies long before the world was watching. Before we get into it, if you like this episode, which I know you will, please take a moment and like, subscribe, and share this episode to your group chat. Hey crew, we are here with Lauren Olds to do a rapid fire with her. Let's spend some time getting to know Lauren.
Yes.
So
Love.
let's kick it off. So what are you watching right now?
Oh my God. Multiple times through, I've watched Heated Rivalry. Like I am deep in Heated Rivalry. Another founder that I'm friends with, Grace, she was the one who kind of like kicked me into it. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the show. I'm obsessed with the characters. I'm in love with them. So that's one big show that I'm watching. I'm also a Tell Me Lies girl. Do you know what Tell Me Lies is?
I watched the first season and I fell off, and I need to get back on it because it is the best. And Heated Rivalries is also on my list.
It's so good. And Tell Me Lies is so toxic, but I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
We have to watch it. Mm-hmm. And so what else are you listening to right now?
Okay. So in terms of like podcasts, funny enough, I don't really listen to like businessy podcasts. Mm-hmm. That is not something that I typically listen to. Right now, my rotation is the I've Had It podcast.
Good
if you're
one.
Familiar. Love. So True with Caleb Heron.
Oh, yes.
And love him. He's so funny. And Girls Gotta Eat. That's kind of like my current lineup rotation. I'm looking for a fourth because I still have days in my week to fill. So
one a day.
I'll be putting trenches in that rotation. Like I need one more to like keep every day. I need a podcast every day.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you guys have any suggestions for Lauren, put them in the comments. So next question. What is the hardest decision you've made in the last 90 days?
Might need a minute on that one.
That would have been like beginning of November.
You know, it's funny. And you're probably not going to like this answer. I think that there are decisions that, you know, I need to like think through, but it hasn't felt difficult to make any decisions.
I love that.
At least as it relates to like Leva. And honestly, even relating to my life, there hasn't been a decision that I've like wrestled with of like, oh, this is like agonizing to me. At least none that are coming to mind. I think like, again, there's intentionality that comes behind decision making, but none that I was like, this is a really tough call.
Yeah.
Somehow they've all felt very obvious, which lucky.
Very aligned.
I am sure there will be more that are not so easy.
I bet. And on that path, what's something people assume about your success that actually isn't true?
So people tell me all of the time, this is more specifically for like Instagram. They're like, your marketing is so great. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. and I'm figuring it out, right? Like I have high confidence in my ability to figure it out. And I'm doing that. But when it comes to what I post on social media, if you see something that I post on social media, I probably came up with that idea 5 minutes before I recorded or like the night previous. And we are throwing stuff at walls right now and seeing what sticks.
We love that. And have you made any expensive mistakes throwing these spaghetti noodles at a wall?
I mean, there's a couple choices that I made prior to launch of Leva that there would probably been more cost-effective ways to go about it. For sure. Like, absolutely. I think there was a point where I was so stressed and overwhelmed that I was like, yep, pay it, move forward, do it. Yes. And those calls came out of just true overwhelm. And there is a part of me that wishes I could have just slowed down a little bit and realized I could slow down a little bit because I did make some, and they turned out fine. But it was like, I probably didn't need to spend that much money. Yeah.
I think all first-time business owners end up making a few expensive mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
And thinking through those moments of a little bit of high stress, what is your emotional support item that you just can't live without?
Ooh, I mean, it's not a thing, but if I didn't have Pilates,
Oh,
stress would look very different for me. I am definitely a movement is medicine girl. I'm one of those. And it truly feels that way for me. I am a Pilates instructor, but I'm also a Pilates student and take, 5 Pilates classes a week, both mat and reformer. And feeling strong and sweating it out is always going to be a stress relief for me.
I love
I
that.
need it. I literally go nuts otherwise.
That and there's always Scott, your very adorable cat.
Oh my God, I forgot my cat.
Scott.
But yes, Scotty boy, he's been in the trenches with me
Yeah,
the whole
we
time.
love Scott. Scott is the Leva mascot, if you guys don't know.
King, king, we love him.
And what belief about work did you have to unlearn while starting Leva?
I think our society definitely rewards hustle culture of
Mhm.
grind, 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 go, 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 don't ever stop. And there is, I think, a level of truth to you need grit, right? You need grit to start a business. You need grit to take something to launch and to be successful. Like you're going to work long hours and it's going to be hard. But if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't take moments of rest, you'll burn out. You'll hate it.
Yeah.
And so unraveling that of what society has said about pushing through certain things is at the end of the day, if you're not good up here and in here, I'm pointing to my brain and my heart for those who are listening. If you're not right in that, you're not going to even produce the results you want. You're
Yeah.
not going to produce a product that you're proud of. And so I have to be intentional about rest.
Mm, that
Take
means
that time.
that means so much. And was there any advice that you received that you also had to unlearn?
I feel like when you start a business, everyone's going to give you advice. Every single person you meet,
Everybody.
they're going to give you an opinion, a take, something, especially when it comes to other business owners. They want to they want to push you and tell you blah blah blah. And it's not necessarily that I had to unlearn what they were telling me, but I had to learn that I don't want everyone's opinion, you know? And the way that I handle that now is I listen always. Because at the end of the day, you don't know when you're going to get a little good nugget, you know? So listen always, selectively take the advice. You also have to recognize that the people who are telling you what they think you should do have not done what you are doing
Hmm.
exactly. And if that's the case, take it with a grain of salt and move on. So I've had to learn how to just let it slide. They're gonna say it, just let it go, let it slide off.
You gotta do it. And in thinking about those things that are gonna slide off, what is a non-negotiable in your daily ritual? Now, I know you want to say Leva and I know you want to say Pilates. Now, if those are your genuine answers, you can give them. But is there a different non-negotiable that we don't know about?
You know, funny enough, I will always be a coffee girl. Like I always will be a coffee girl.
Wow.
It's not how I start my day. I do start with my day with Leva, and that is a non-negotiable. I don't know how to say
Yeah.
it, but that is a non-negotiable. Like the first thing that goes into my body is Leva, and then I eat breakfast. I fill myself up, and then I have a cup of coffee. That ritual has been etched in stone since, whenever I started drinking coffee. And I love it. I don't drink a lot of it because I'm sensitive to caffeine, but that is pretty ingrained in me. Also, movement of some sort. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be Pilates, but the days that I don't move my body, I feel different. And so if it's just a long walk, something like that. And I think my last non-negotiable is I have to connect to someone in my life every day,
Aw.
whether that's a family member or a friend. Like I value the relationships in my life like to a very high degree. And I don't care what I'm doing. I have a corporate job, Leva, Pilates, all that. It is still so important to me to whatever my best ability is to invest in the relationships I have in my life. And so my friends are getting less of me than they used to, which makes me sad. But every day I need to connect to someone I care about.
Absolutely. You got to keep that tribe together, got to keep that community because building
They
solo can be isolating.
And
Be
they
so
keep me
isolating.
going. The
Uh,
best people in my world.
Shout out to Lauren's family and friends. We love you guys.
Love. You
And
all are the best.
And if you weren't doing this, if you weren't building Leva, what would you be building instead?
I don't even know what that world could even look like. I spent a year deciding it was going to be Leva. There was outside of Leva, I had some fun food concepts that I was like toying around with. And I didn't go down that path for like various reasons. And I'm very grateful of the path that I did take. But there were some top contenders in packaged food that I was very like intrigued by and like stimulated by. And maybe one day we'll see where Leva goes. That could be an option. I have a couple in the back pocket. A couple other concepts in the back pocket.
Watch out, you guys. Lauren's going to be building a whole CPG empire.
That's the goal. One day. We'll get there one day. But ultimately, my retirement dream is to have a little wine cafe somewhere. I want to be on site. I want to be on site running the wine cafe. So that's my retirement plan.
Oh my gosh. Well, I cannot wait to see that happen. That is going to be like the cutest thing in the whole wide world. Oh, I see it. I see it. Well, thank you again, Lauren, for doing these rapid fire questions with us here today on Trenches. I'm so glad the crew got to know a little bit more about you, more about Leva, and everything that you are building and will build in the future. I am so glad that you had a great time today.
I had an amazing time. This was so fun. And thank you so much for having me on. It truly feels like an honor.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, crew, that is it for today's Rapid Fire with Lauren, the founder of Leva. Check us out again on YouTube and Spotify, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Don't forget to follow us on Apple and Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Your likes, comments, and ratings make such a big difference in improving the show for each and every crew member. Also, if you're not already, come and join us on TikTok and Instagram at Trenches the Podcast, where we don't just share clips, we're creating a network of co-builders in the comments. Each post is designed to be a truly impactful addition to your scroll that will actually help you improve your journey in many different ways. Now, since you're already a part of the crew, this is how you step inside. By allocating to the fund on Patreon, you become a stakeholder in Trenches the Podcast and officially join our cap table. With access to private content, early drops, resources, and chats reserved for people truly in the work. Here is where you get the tools and the behind the scenes of what it really takes to get beyond the trenches. Your seat gives you direct access to contribute and make long-term decisions for our crew while finding community with fellow builders. It's time to take your seat at the table. Our mission is simple: make entrepreneurship less lonely. I'll see you in the next episode.